What's up, y'all? I do have a good trick for riding quite light. As you see, I'm riding quite light, going on a bit of a tour, just with no real idea of where I'm going. There's a car. But the trick I've found is to, if you start out and it's warm, pack all your gear, like all your warm gear, like, and then you've got room. Because if you start out, you just got to make sure you can carry all your warm gear. That's what I'm trying to say. Particularly if you're travelling light. Oh, I love this jersey. My brother got me this jersey in the South Island. It's a Wild South Lambswool jersey, and it's probably the best riding jersey you could ever ask for in the history of things that are for riding. So good. Oh yeah, my sandwiches will take handling, and it's completely flat. Now I've got that pretty much sorted. That sort of stuff on my body, the big woolly thing. And I'm going to put on my woolly beanie underneath my helmet and chuck my woolly socks on. I can actually afford to stash one of these woolly blankets in my this is only a 10 litre Krager bag, and you know, that German luggage coming. But I fit most of the things I want to fit in there for a weekend away. Pretty sweet, which is only because I'm such a bum, you know, like a cheap rider. I just have things like woolly blankets, and I just sleep wherever I fucking want, because, you know, who gives a shit? I mean, I might stay at a backpackers or something if I'm feeling flush, but I'm kind of a bit rugged, you know, even though I've got, you know, all the flash stuff, you know, the house, cars, enough money to stay in motels and things. I just don't. I don't know. Maybe it's because I was a wayward teenager or something, and this is sort of like what I do now. I'll just be wayward now, and it feels like home, which is kind of lovely, really. I'm actually one of the sandwiches when I'm home now. More cars. There wasn't a single car on the road. One guy was chasing me. These are my Merino Crossing socks. These are awesome. I'm going to put these on now as well. So basically everything, all my gear is like wool, and yeah, it's just all wool and leather, and it seems to work out real good. Leather and wool is pretty much my go-to, because I find if it gets wet, it doesn't really fucking matter. And I mean, the leather obviously matters because it gets real kiwi and annoying. But as some of you might know, I just light a fucking bonfire and cook that shit out. And it steams off pretty quick. I think about half an hour you can usually get a good fire going. You can steam out most of your leathers. And in that case, if you're soaking fucking wet, what are you doing anyway? Really? I haven't done a note on my weather, and I'm out of service. So I really don't know where I'm going, but I mean, I guess that's a part of the adventure. Oh, AC/DC socks, me. So I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what the weather is like, but I'm clad in leather and wool, and the bike's got a full tank of gas, and if you see the chain from there, you can tell the bike's maintained to the max. I mean, I even gave it a good polish. I'm hoping for good weather because the bike is so clean and nice. It's just beautiful. It looks good. And people are nice to you for some reason when your bike just doesn't look like a, I don't know, they're nice to you in town anyway. When your bike doesn't look like a, especially being on a Jap bike, hey, there's not not really like a Tenere or something like that, or, you know, some sort of like, I don't know, CF Moto 650, you know, those sorts of things where people are like hooning around, far distance traveling, they're covered in dirt, you know, most people are pretty friendly to those types of people. But when you're on one of those, a sport touring bike, it pays to have it clean, otherwise people just think you're a freaking yobbo, which I might be guilty of being a yobbo. But I don't get treated as much as a yobbo. I don't get treated as much a yobbo when my bike is freaking all looks shiny and clean and stuff. And boy does it look. Boy does it look. I got those Battle Axe scrambler tyres on this bike because the roads are a little bit shocking. It's all been a bit shocking. The roads have been terrible. So those tyres have actually been really good, like coping, you know, hips and gravel. It's not just wipeout mode, it's just handle. Yeah, it's nice. I like them. Yeah. Adventure Cross scrambler tyres, Battle Axe, Bridgestone. Beautiful tyres, actually, really. I don't know, I bought some Diablos. So proudly Diablo, Angels. I bought my next set that's coming in the mail. Or a set of Pirelli. But I think that'll be alright because those Pirellis, I mean, they're Pirellis for one, so they're always good, you know. Bridgestone don't really, I mean, they make a good tyre, and I'm always use Bridgestone tyres on my cars, but I mean, Bridgestone tyres on your motorcycle, not necessarily like the flashes. It's not necessarily the best thing. So my tyre friends tell me. I'm not really that great at motorcycle tyres. In fact, I'll just take whatever's cheapest. But the Pirelli Angels, I think, are going to be all right for what I'm doing. They're a multi-compound, so they're hard in the middle of the tyre and soft on the outside. So that's pretty cool. Dual compound tyres, they're cool. I think it's going to be nice. It's going to be a nice little nice thing to have. You know, because no one wants to pay for like tyres all the time, especially if you're like a dad with a freaking with a mortgage and stuff. You know, that's you got to be really sort of like aware of what you're spending your money on, and you're kind of tight, you know, kind of tight with that. Just try to have some fun, you know, make all that freaking hard mahi work, you know, that you're doing, feel like you're actually doing something for yourself as well, and not just being everyone's slave, which can wear on you, man. It can wear on all of us, which it wears on me, particularly, you know, when the missus is mean. She likes to be mean. When she's been a meanie, you know, the kids are starting to do their own things, you know. You got to sort of get out there and do your own thing too. I've seen a bunch of bikes riding around today. It might just be because this is our national sort of holiday weekend, Waitangi weekend, celebrating the treaty of Waitangi, which united our peoples and stopped everyone from killing each other. And, you know, treaty of Waitangi, the unification of two people. So that's cool. A few boys out on bikes. None on the highway though. I haven't seen anyone on the highway. I'm the only goofy goober out there on the highway. That's alright. Now I've done a funny thing here, and I've put those together because I was like so worried that it was going to flippity flop their way off, and like no one wants a snake of their ratchet tie down, which I'm not a big fan of using anyway, but I just did in this case because I don't know, I just sort of give it a shot. I used the system once touring on this bike, actually, mind you, from Christchurch all the way across country to up to Picton, and then on the ferry and back to Gisborne with a couple ratchet tie downs that I got from, of all places, Harley Davidson, from the Harley Davidson shop in Wellington, and they were cheap. I swear they were like, I got them so I could tie my bike down on the ferry, because you had to bring your own strops, they tell me. that's not entirely true. They have strops there, but they just tell you to bring your own because they're pretty. They can just rope them down. They can just rope the bikes down. They've got ropes there for rope the bikes down. But they prefer, I guess they prefer you to bring your own strops. So, yeah. I had those and I strapped all my stuff down. These woolly blankets as well at the time because I picked these up from the South Island on that same trip. And yeah, it went really, really well. And I believe like that the Harley Davidson strops had like the best carabiners ever on the strops on the ratchet tie downs. Well, they're not even ratchet tie downs. They're just sort of like a torque down tie down. So they got like a little, you know, spring loaded teetle pegs, teeth things that bite down like clamps, and fuck, they were good, man. They're good, and like they're so good that when I got home I just don't want to use them for anything. I'm like, oh man, they're so cool. Oh, because they're orange and black as well, which is kind of cool, you know, Harley Davidson colours or whatever. And if you didn't see what I was doing there, I think if any mechanic will know that I was using the tail end of the zip tie to undo the catch on the other side of the zip tie, to undo the zip tie without having to cut the guns. But I am a mechanic, so I have all these tricks. Which is called, you know, savage cutting on a shirt. Underneath the seat of my bike I have about 200 freaking zip ties anyway, so I guess mechanically, you know, let's keep it. Shit. Yeah. But this is cool, I can put this away now. Hopefully this fits into this. Oh, it's a bit tight now. There we go. So yeah, gonna put on some sounds and go into the gorge, and I'll take some little scenes of the gorge. With the, it's just fantastic. It's probably one of the nicest places to ride in New Zealand. You'll love it. I'll show you.